Guys, I'm sharing a little something with y'all, man. We blew some more bearings. Now, I've never blew. Turn that light off. It's doing something crazy. Never blew those bearings inside of my diff cup now, but we did. We blew them all apart. But the main reason for that happening, guys, now bearings sometimes go. I didn't have my set of bearings, my bad, guys, all the way up inside of there. Now you got a little spacer, guys, that go back in that diff. I mean, that spur gear. Let me see. Can I find one? This your stock diff right here, guys. But it sets on there. Then you got a little spacer. Now I can't remember if a bearing went after that or not, but you definitely need one, guys, because if not, you putting a lot of stress on that diff, the bearings in that diff, man, if you don't. Now I always have one in there, but the thing is, when I swapped it out this time, I had my bearing first, then the little spacer. And I should have had my spacer first and the bearing that would set it out. Cause that gear, which I'm using for a spur gear now, it sets kind of deeper, See, with it setting like that, you're not gonna have much inside of that little recessed area right there, guys. And that's what was going on. Yeah, in a rush. But that bearing, it needs to set inside of there. It needs to set inside of there. You put that spacer on, then you put the bearing on. If you're putting it on your shaft. Yeah, if you're putting it on your shaft, guys, y'all, I apologize, man. I'm trying to keep in camera. I'm holding it with one hand, man. But yeah, I blew them inner bearings out. Yeah, I know my spur wasn't rolling too good. Then I got in there, man. I went to shaking on that thing, and it was shaking. I'm like, man, it shouldn't be shaking like that. So I broke it down, pulled my diff out, and this whole thing was shaking. I'm like, okay, yeah, them bearings are gone. But yeah, guys, before you put that spur gear on, go with your spacer, then your bearings, because your bearings need to set in there. Bearings need to set inside of there fully. Yeah, and if you don't have that spacer, depending on what gear, kind of spur gear you going with now, these are the Power Hobby gears. And I know that they set kind of deep off in there, so you got to have that spacer on there first, then your bearings. That way it's going to set up in there, and that spacer going to be up against it. Because at the end of the day, guys, you know that gear, if you putting on them, aftermarket gear, you know that gear gonna be real. It's gonna be real close to the motor mount, man. It's gonna be real close. Yep. But yeah, without that, man, and that rod coming out there long like that, it's nothing supporting it. It's nothing supporting it inside of here. Yep, you gotta have it. And that bearing, that set of bearings, and like I said, I can't remember, but I'm almost sure on the stock cars, it's a bearing that's set inside of there. So, but make sure you have that bearing in there, guys. It's very important. Because if not, man, eventually you're gonna blow your diff out. Your bearings in your diff, you're gonna blow them out. And it's two sets on your diff. You got one in the inner, right behind that gear. And on this side, then you got a set of bearings that's gonna set inside that little recess on this side. Yeah, on this side of it. But yeah, up against your gear, you wanna go spacer, bearing. Yep, this is the aftermarket motor mount. That's your stock one. But yeah, they both made the same way as far as those bearings sitting in there. Yeah. It's very important, guys. Yeah, very important. And what I did, I got got spacer, bearing. Then I got another little spacer that's sitting behind that drive shaft cup. Yeah, it ain't serving a huge purpose, but no, not a spacer, but I got another set of bearings. So can't have too many, man. But yeah, I got another set of bearings, and it's sitting, so it's bringing it out flush. Cause even that cup right there will rub up against that right there, man. If you got it too close and don't have it, stiff. Another thing I did, man, I had to put, cause when I put this back on, I noticed it had a little play in it. So I put some shim. I put one shim and I tightened it, gear back down. Still had knocked out a lot of it. It still had a little bit. So I put another shim. They look similar to that. That's not a shim. That's parts. That's pieces of the bearing. But looks similar to that. So I put another one on, and it got rid of all the shape that's going that way. It got rid of all of it. Plus it kicked that gear out just a fraction, man, of a millimeter. So it'll fit a little bit tighter up against that gear. Yeah, fit a little bit tighter. And that's a good thing. This one, it's wore out, right? This one is. But yeah, it sets a little bit tighter when I tighten it down. Now, tighten the back of the house and on there, you want to make sure you're not binding up. It's still spinning freely. You want to feel your gears, snug, but you don't want it binding up. And don't forget, guys, check them shims, man. Like I said, check them shims, because I had one that was binding up, and that go for these any shims. Yep, because you're dealing with some excessive heat, man, and it'll warp them shims. Now, mine, it was inside of my Diff cup. The shim, it got so hot, it was like it was like concave. Yep, and it was putting pressure up against that gear, so where it had it binded up. So make sure you check them shims, guys, when you breaking down your diffs and stuff like that, man, cause you can imagine how hot them things are getting, man, when you're doing speed runs, 100 plus, yeah. So, but anyway, guys, just wanted to share that a little bit with you. But we good now, man. Yeah, we good now. But you guys, you can see how close that gear is setting, up against that motor mount. Not rubbing, and it don't have any play. Don't have any play at all. But it spins freely. Yeah, it spins freely. Want to make sure it spins freely. And like I said on another video, guys, you fabricating and putting them power hobby gears, they the best ones to go with. And might have to grind some off the back of it. And you can go all the way up to that grub screw, guys. Trust me, you can go all the way up to it. If I had to, I would grind a little bit more off of them. Just fractions of millimeters, all you need. But when you're doing that, guys, leave your drive shaft off and put your diff and everything on and spin it. Make sure it's spinning freely. Because if you don't grind enough off of that gear, if you don't grind enough off the back of that gear, right there, once you slide this whole thing on, it's going to be binding up against that bearing and that motor support. So you got to make sure you got enough. Yep, and make sure you put your brace on, because when you put that brace on, it's going to pull it close a little bit more. And like I'm saying, guys, we only dealing with fractions of millimeters, man. It's just, that's the difference between your spread gear rolling freely and binding. Yep. Make sure you do all that before you put your car back together. Yep. Make sure you put your brace on, because like I say, that brace going to pull your car. It's going to pull this whole section. It's going to pull it that way. It's going to pull it together. Yep. So make sure you got all that. Do that before you put everything together, man. Because if not, you'll put it together and you find out you bind it. Yep. And if you don't know that, man, you can damage your motor ESC. Yep. Because that's going to put a whole lot of pressure on trying to start and roll. But yeah, because I've done it, guys. Stuff I'm telling y'all, man, I've experienced it. But yeah, if you don't trim enough off of that gear, man, it's gonna be setting forward too much, and it's gonna bind either on your motor mount or up against that bearing. You don't want no pressure. You want it sitting right up against it and snug and everything. The bearings, that is, but you don't want no pressure on it. Any pressure is gonna bind it up. Yep. So just put it together for you. Do all that, man. Just, you know, leave your dry shaft out, put it together, make sure it's rolling freely before you actually put it together. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I think that's it, man. Just wanted to share that a little bit with you guys. Let's see. I think that's it. Something else. But yeah, that's the old stock gear, them 48s. And again, guys, you're doing speed runs, I wouldn't use them 48s, man. Would not use it. And again, that's a Kimbrough gear, 44, and it'll fit right on your stock spindle, on your spur thing. Yeah, I got a video showing that Kimbrough gear. Kimbroughs, it's a 44 tooth, 38 pitch is what they are. Yeah. Kimbrough gear, fit right on there. It's nylon, composite material, but they tough. I've had my car well over 120 with them, and I never wore one down. I just took them off because the thing is with the Kimbrough gear, I haven't seen anything lower than a 44. That's the only reason I took them off. Now, if I had a bashing car, that's exactly what I go with. But yeah, I've never wore one down, man. And I did plenty of speed runs with the Kimbroughs. Yeah, so it's good for a car that weight and size. Yeah, you'll be hard pressed to wear one down unless you don't have your gears, you have it meshed up properly. Yeah. But anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching, man. Y'all have a great, blessed day. Peace. Oh yeah, guys, and another thing, you pay attention how you putting your diff back in, guys. You have to spin that thing around. Don't make it a rookie mistake that I just made. You know, that's why you always check your car. Anybody see anything wrong? What's going on? Anybody see it? So, anyway, for the ones that ain't catching it, I got my diff on the wrong side. My front wheel's going forward, my back wheel's going forward, and my front one's going backward. But all that is just flipping your diff. You don't have to go inside of it, guys. You don't have to go inside of it if you made a mistake and put your gear back on the wrong side, because they go on opposite sides. So all you have to do is roll this whole unit around, and that way this gear, right here, if you just roll that whole unit around, it automatically put it on that side. So instead of taking everything back loose in my rear, I'm gonna take my front end loose and just spin this front one around, and that'll put them right, because they're on opposite sides, guys. You know, that may not mean a lot, because if you don't know what your front one is, you know, that ain't not gonna help you on the back. But like in the front, that diff gonna be on that side. In the back, it's gonna be on this side. Yeah. But all you have to do is spin that yoke, spin that gear, and see which way your wheel's rolling. When you got it loose, that is. Spin this, go forward with it, and make sure you know which way that's turning. That way, when you spin that in that direction, you want your wheels to be turning forward. You know, that's a way you can tell why you got it off. But yeah, I got caught up in the moment, man. I don't normally do that. Take that back. I did it once before when I was a rookie. But yeah, that's a rookie mistake. But no big deal. But always check your car, guys, because that could be a disaster. You thinking you got your car straight and you put it down and ready to run it. That could be real bad, guys. Something got to give. Yeah, something's got to break. hopefully you're just buying your motor up and not hurt none, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna take this apart and just roll this whole thing around. That way I, you know, switching them gears around in a way, let them get some wear on the other side. So can't believe I did that, man. I always watch out for that, but end up, you know, talking and running my mouth, man, and forgot I need to make sure that's it right. But anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching again. Like, subscribe, share. I don't know how many times I'm gonna stop this one, guys, but just try to share stuff with y'all, man. I think might help you. But if you get a screw stuck, guys, I don't know why I take them chances every time, but you gotta make sure you putting a lot of pressure, pushing up in them screws, man. Shake your driver around a little bit, go forward and backwards, and make sure you got a lot of pressure pushing on them screws before you try to loosen them. Because if not, guys, especially on the metal part, you bound to get a screw broke. You bound to strip a head, man. Yep. So you got to make sure you got plenty of pressure. But if you do, man, you ain't got to do nothing but drill it out. And once you pull that unit up off of there, man, just take you some pliers and screw it on off. But you got to be careful, because you don't want to use a bit that's too big and screw all the way through your carbon fiber or your metal unit, the chassis. Yep. You don't want to screw all the way through and make a big old hole there, so where you have to put a washer back right there. So when you drilling, you got to drill. Once you get down to where you think you about ready to bust that head off of that screw, slow down. Yeah, slow down, guy. Yeah, because if not, if you ain't careful, you'll drill all the way through. Yeah, you'll drill all the way through and have a big hole right there. But anyway, I think that's gonna be it, guys. I'm gonna stop this video. It's already too long. But just be trying to share with y'all all my little tricks and stuff that I experienced, man. Like, subscribe, share. I think that's for the third, fourth time. Anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching, man. Y'all have a great day. That's all it is to it, guys. Yeah, that's all it is to it. So can I focus on that? I got the whole head. Got the whole head right there on the screw. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna focus on it. Yeah, we got the whole head on the screw, guys. It's best to use a bit. It's best to use a bit, guys, that's okay, yeah, there we go. We got the whole head of the screw on there. It's best to use a bit, because those screws are like 3 millimeters. You got some, well, no, it's not none on this car, but those screws are 3 millimeters, guys. It's best to use a bit that's 3 millimeters. That way, if you make a mistake and go all the way through, you're not gonna mess up your flared out part. You're not gonna go too big. Your screws are still work in there. Your regular screws. Yeah. It's not hard. And you turn that thing over, man, and it's gonna be hard for me to do it one hand. See, can I focus on it down in there? There it go right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. I think I'm ready to come back. I think I'm ready to come out though. Okay, I need to take my antenna wire off. Let me see here. Yeah, I need to clip my antenna wire off, guys. Ready to come out now. Oh, no, I'm not. Gotta take my trash. Well, no, I don't. Yeah, I'm ready to come out of there. But it's easy just pulling this whole unit out, guys. Yeah. Yeah, it's easy just pull this whole unit out. And I'm tripping. So I know these gotta come off. Yeah, but yeah, all you do is just take your steering link off, guys, and you loosen that, man. You take this whole unit off whole. Yeah. Yeah, you take this whole unit off whole. So what I'm gonna do is just flip my my diff. Flip the whole thing around, guys. Yep. That's it. And that screw, where is that screw? And you don't want to do that either. See, I drilled all the way. I drilled too far. I mean, I got another one of these. Ain't no big deal, but you don't want to do that either, guys. Yep. So, I be trying to show y'all everything, man. Mistakes, whatever. Yep. So you can learn from them. But yeah, you don't want to do that. I thought I had some head on there, man. Yep. I ain't never did that before. Man, do I need to run today? I'm doing a lot of goofy stuff, man. I don't know. But anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a great day. I know I got some more of those got some more of those somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, we got some more of those. Man, they red though. Yeah, they red. I don't like that. But anyway, guys, I'm gone, man.